some lazy people too. That's good. That's good. What do you think you're going to see tonight?
You!
A legend. Awesome.
Not tonight, you're not. Not tonight. No. I want to warn you about this movie. How many of you have seen Saw?
Hell yeah.
Did you like it?
No.
Why not? Oh, it wasn't gross enough for you? You torture porn freaks? What the hell's the matter? They made 8 of those goddamn things because you support them. You didn't like them, shut up. You've gone to see them. This movie makes Saw look like a picnic with Granny. That guy's Granny from Turkey. Anyone seen, what's the other one? Hostel.
Yeah.
Did you like that one? That's sort of on the fence. Why'd you like it? Gory. Gory. Well, this movie makes Hostel seem like it's an amateur movie. So I want to warn you, some of you are going to faint tonight. I'm afraid for all of you. Actually, the truth is, this movie will not scare anyone but me. This movie represents my worst nightmare come true, where I'm kidnapped by a jackass fan to fight a real monster. It could happen. Now this monster's going to scare you. This monster has never been used in a motion picture before, so your eyes may not be able to adjust to the terror factor of this creature. Godzilla, sure, you're used to that. But you've never seen Guan Di, the legend of Guan Di. He's the Chinese god of war and protector of the dead, and bean curd. And that's an important thing to remember as this movie plays out, as this intricate plot unfolds before you tonight. This film was shot in my home state of Oregon, mainly because I was sick of making movies in Bulgaria. Anyone been to Bulgaria?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
What'd you do there?
I shot a movie there.
Did you? Are you a thespian?
No, I was just making tea.
Oh, on a set. You were like a production assistant.
Yeah, exactly.
We're working for who? The Sci-Fi Channel?
New Image.
New Image. Oh, well, they do the classy movies over there. And what movie did you make? Were you working on?
The Contract.
With who? What big stars were in it?
Oh, actually, there was some Morgan Freeman and,
Wow.
And John Curzon. It never really got a proper release though.
It doesn't matter because the movie cost $9 to make in Bulgaria. The average Bulgarian makes $110 a month. And you go, why are they making so many movies there? There's your answer, right there. They have packs of wild dogs in Bulgaria. Anyone here ever been chased by a pack of wild dogs? I wasn't laughing. Where were you chased, sir? Hong Kong, that's about right. Yeah. Hong Kong, Bulgaria, right up there. Yeah, it's hard to direct when you're going like this all the time. I carried a bag of dog food with me the entire time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's how I got to the production office, because they were blocking the street between me and the production office. The bombed out production office. How were your offices? Were they very classy?
Yeah, they were sort of, like an ex-hospital.
Yeah. Yeah, the most depressing place in the history of the planet. Yeah. That's Bulgaria. So I decided to try not to make another movie there. Great Bulgarians, fine people. The Romas are particularly stunning there. Although I do like the gypsy beggars because they're so unforgiving. They don't care. When you say no, they shove their child with missing half an arm in your face. They shove the stump into your face, and then they follow you for a block down the street. So the only way I could get around them was I started speaking French to them, because they knew the French weren't going to give them anything. You know that's true. Why are you hesitating? You know it's absolutely true. I'm not lying. They went, oh, here comes that French guy. Leave him alone. So this movie was made in my hometown. In fact, it was made on my property in Oregon. It'll be on Google in a few years. You can zoom in and see the town if you knew where I lived, which you will not know. And this movie, you know, it's very expensive, this movie that you're about to see. I don't know if your eyes can handle the scope, the scale of this. This movie was made for hundreds of thousands of dollars. And it's my attempt to tell a true horror story, not these fake horror movies. Anybody have any questions about a movie they have not seen yet? Great, perfect.
Proud of it.
Am I proud of it? I leave that up to the paying customer. I didn't pay to make this movie. I got paid to make this movie. I'm proud of the money I made making this movie.
Do you like it?
Do I like it? I only like it if you like it. Is there a sequel? You haven't even seen it yet. There's not going to be a sequel. I got to squeeze the money out of you bastards first. And then we'll have a sequel.
Why did you make that movie?
Why did I make what movie? The movie you're about to see?
Yes.
You'll be asking that much more after the movie. Don't set yourself up for that just yet. Give it 83 minutes to fail.
Was it worth it?
Was it worth it? Again, you will decide. How much did you pay to get in here?
Too easy.
How many pounds between transportation, taking the tube, the babysitter? How many pounds did you spend? 60 pounds? That's like 75 US dollars. No way you spent that much. Why did you go out to dinner?
Well, we went ballroom dancing.
Wow. This will not be as fun as ballroom dancing, I can guarantee you. But you can do that afterward. Anybody have any generic burning questions? We'll answer a few generic questions you've got to have answered before we start this movie.
A question without sounding incredibly cool.
What's your favourite horror film?
What's that?
What's your favourite horror
My
film?
favorite horror film is The Tenet by Roman Polanski. Because it makes you feel like you're going crazy. It's not taking someone's finger and putting it in a vice and you know, doing bad things to it for a half an hour. It's a different movie. It takes more skill to creep you out mentally than physically.
If you could make any movie,
So this movie will creep you out mentally, not physically.
make any movie, what movie would you
If I could make any movie, what would I make?
Yeah, you have unlimited amount of money.
That's a ridiculous question for a guy like me because it'll never happen. I make my living in the world of fantasy, but I live in the world of reality.
Do you own a copy of Congo?
Do I own a copy of Congo? Yes, because there's a table in my dining room that's a little wobbly. And the DVD goes right under there, just perfectly. It's the best failed monkey movie ever. Yeah, you love that movie? You're a moron. Listen, on that happy note, I'm going to let you get on to this movie. There are ambulances outside if anybody faints. This guy's just going to faint on his own. Oh, now we have a question. Yes.
Pending Evil Dead remake.
Pending Evil Dead remake. Pending is the operative word.
Well, I don't know if it's in production yet or not, but I've heard that there were...
I don't think anybody wants to see that. Bullshit, you know. You want to see Evil Dead 4?
Yes.
No, you don't. You don't. For the same reason you didn't want Indiana Jones 4. You didn't want to see that old guy stumbling around trying to find his whip. Come on, let's get those Germans, guys. Come on. Hold those cue cards higher. I can't see them.
We do want to see Harrison Ford, but we do want to see you.
I will explain in this movie very succinctly, very fully, why there should be no Evil Dead 4. By the end of this, tears will be rolling down your eyes in gratitude for why we're not going to make that movie. But in closing, I want to thank you for not only supporting this movie, because even if you walk out, we got your money, but for supporting this theater. Because if you're tired of Transformers and Indiana Jones 4 and all the standard remakes, sequels, reissues, the only place you're going to see cool, weird stuff, groundbreaking, cutting-edge motion pictures is right here. So if you want to keep doing that, you got to support this theater. So thank you for that. Have a good show, and I'll see you for the sequel.